Rise and shine, wake up and get to the bag, god damn it. Lord woke us up, we might as well get to this bag. Now, you know what time it is? It's time for change. The New York Giants go in a different direction and letting go Saquon Barkley to the Philadelphia Eagles on a $37.8 million deal, $26 million signing bonus, average of $15.8 million a year. From what I've seen, it'll break down to around $12.5 after he gets his signing bonus. Xavier McKinney, I believe $64 million for 4 years. Huge contracts to both guys. Thank you for all you did for Giants Nation, but out with the old and with the new. And what does this move do? It opens up money for us to make a huge move and get Brian Burns, pass rusher from North Carolina Panthers, now coming to the New York Giants, bringing back that Giants pass rush. Not only do we get Brian Burns, but we also got John Runyon, a guard from the Packers. All right, $30 million, 3-year deal, around $10 million a year. We got a right tackle, okay, Jermaine, I believe, from the Las Vegas Raiders, $14 million, $7 million a year. And when you combine Runyon and you combine Jermaine's contract, that's basically money we were going to allocate to Saquon Barkley. So we turned Saquon Barkley into 2 offensive linemen we badly needed and replaced him with Singletary, who is a serviceable back, had around, 600, 700 yards last year, solid back, was with the Texans, had a decent year, knows Brian Dable and Joe Shane. I believe they were a part of drafting him in Buffalo. He will not replace Saquon. He's going to be the veteran back to replace Matt Breida, and he will be the veteran in the room. But I do believe the Giants will draft a running back in the second round. We gave up a second-round pick this year to get Brian Burns and a 5th-round pick the following year, and I believe some pick swaps. So for the Giants, good pickup. Sad to see Saquon go, and of course he went to the ops. He went to the Eagles. A lot of people have been hitting my phone, asking me how I feel about it. I really feel no way. Get your money, get your mail. Wish he didn't go to the ops. Like Xavier McKinney, and he just went to a team like the Packers, maybe the Texans. But hey, obviously it was always about money. It was never about being a Giant for life, which I knew, and it's a business. So hey, we're going in a different direction. We invest in the trenches. And we just don't want to put that much value on a running back when we have holes to fix. So overall, good signings. I love the Brian Burns trade. And I think there's going to be more stuff to be happening in free agency. But New York Giants, don't feel too bad. Okay, this is the move we had to make. We had to get David Yedelman's era of players out the building. All right, and Xavier McKinney and Saquon Barkley are the biggest picks from the David Yedelman era, besides Daniel Jones, of course, who may also be out the door after this year. We'll have to wait and see. But overall, besides that, the only other big splashes in free agency, Chris Jones getting a huge contract. Kirk Cousins gets $100 million, $50 million guaranteed for Atlanta Falcons. That is absolutely crazy. I don't know what the hell they're thinking, but hey. Russell Wilson signed with the Steelers. We'll see what happens with the Steelers. I don't know if that moves the needle much. Besides that, you had the Eagles sign some linemen. They're signing Brian Huff, giving him a bunch of money, edge rusher from the Jets. And yeah, those are probably the biggest splash plays I can think of. Josh Jacobs go to the Packers. He's getting about a $43 million contract, 4 years, around $12 million signing bonus. So those are the big running backs. And Saquon did kind of reset the market in a way. Yeah, Swift goes to the Bears. He gets around $24 million. That's around what his tier running back is going to be. A veteran contract running back will be around 16.5 with Singletary's getting. And yeah, so we'll see what moves happens today. Now, Ariel Henry, the Prime Minister of Haiti, has resigned. He stepped down after the extreme backlash of what's going on with the gangs taking over basically the capital and basically forcing him to resign. They have what they're doing where they're trying to figure out who is going to be the next person in power and how they can go and fight all the gang corruption going on in Haiti. Right now, it's a massive humanitarian crisis. They didn't want him to step down because of so much turmoil, but with so much attacks and so much just barbarism going on in the country, it did more harm than good keeping him in power. So we'll have to stay tuned to see what's next for Haiti, who will really be the next person in charge, and can that person strengthen the army, the police force, which has been weakened. The police force, hard to trust. I mean, Jimmy Barbecue was with the police force. And this is a huge win for the gangs. You know, they have essentially held a country hostage to get someone in power removed. And it's very interesting to see what happens next. Definitely pray for Haiti because there's just so much madness going on over there. And I feel like there should be way more international attention on what's going on in Haiti than in a lot of these other places. Because when can Haiti be free? Can we do a free Haiti thing? Like, can that be trending instead of free Palestine? I mean, Haiti's closer than Palestine is. I mean, or Gaza. So, but hey, that's my opinion on it. Now, here it says 40 police stations have been destroyed, as well as the army being very limited, not equipped. The gang members have way better high-powered weaponry, which allegedly they're getting from the United States. How they're being well armed and organized really needs to be looked at. There are deeper factors at play, possibly cartel, possibly other governments doing this because they want the resources that are in Haiti, because there are still resources there. To people's contrary to people's belief, they want the country in turmoil because this is a great, when a country falls like this is a big, great economic land grab for powers and billionaires and the elite. So we really need to look and see exactly how are these gangs so powerful and how can the people be protected, Now, there is a special counsel where Robert Hur has said, we identified evidence that President Biden willfully retained classified materials after the end of his vice presidency when he was a private citizen. Now, we already know, allegedly, they're saying they're not going to charge him in that document case because the jury would see an old senile man who couldn't recall a lot of events, which that is the weirdest reasoning for not charging for someone for something that you believe he did, just because you feel like you can't prosecute him a certain way. So it's steaming up for President Biden. He had a terrible State of the Union speech where basically he completely alienated the independent voter. He completely alienated any conservative right-wing voters. He had no compassion for any adverse opinions to his own. He basically did a softball side diss to the Supreme Court, trying to blame them for doing what they're supposed to do, which is rule on cases in regards to the Constitution. And it was just very, very, very tyrannical in my opinion. And he's been trying to do a lot of cleanup PR, and I don't think it's gonna work. I think his bed is made, and I think his stew is cooked. Now, in this article here, it's kind of cut off because the image, I guess, is too big. It's basically saying inflation was higher in February, and that I believe they're saying inflation went up because the price of gas and gasoline and energy and rent went up, so it caused inflation to go up by 0.03%, I believe, and all the things about the the economy is great, it's doing awesome, Bidenomics. We see time and time again it's being proved wrong. Inflation, it's going down, and whatever narrative they want to sell us. When we say we don't feel it at the grocery store, at the pump, and just paying for rent or mortgage, we really mean we don't feel it because it's not there. And the price of energy drives the price of everything up. This is what we've been saying, and this is what it is. And our energy issues is due to this administration along with the border. And these are the major issues Americans wanted to hear about in the State of the Union that they didn't. They got a whole lot of foreign relations in Ukraine. I'm not surprised. Till later, get to that bag.